company, the watch needs a lot of winding up.
Hi, Glendora. This is Caroline Sabine Rivas. I could thank you, David. I was thinking of you, and I just wanted to know how you made out. 718-805-0777.
Message 3, 9:58 a.m. Tuesday, March 31. Hi, Glendora. This is Tony. Sorry I missed you. I'll try to call you a little bit later today or tomorrow for sure. Okay. My number is 422-1305. This is Tony, the guy from the dog department. Thank you. Message 4, 2:58 p.m. Tuesday, March 31.
Hi, Glendora. It's Brian Glickman. I wanted to out one yesterday.
3, message 6, 3:50, message 5, message 4, 2:58 p.m. Tuesday, March 31.
Hi, Glendora. It's Brian Glickman. I wanted to out one yesterday. I couldn't make it. I was considering it, but I got hung up. 212-682-6000. Oakland, Glendora.
Message 5, 3:55 p.m. Tuesday, March 31. Message 6, 3:58 p.m. Tuesday, March 31. Hi, Glenny. I've set the machine. This is the test. See if it takes it all right. See you later. End of messages. Enter yes to confirm. Messages erased. Answer calls. Record messages.
Here is today's joke. Why do millions of Americans not vote? Why don't millions of Americans vote?
Code. Messages. 3:54 p.m. Tuesday, April 1.
Yes, it is 4 o'clock and we are testing Glendora's answering machine. Thank you very much.
Message 2:10:08 p.m. Tuesday, April 1.
Was it in the supermarket? I really like your show and I feel so bad for you about what happened with that Kenny No-Worm or whatever his name is. I think he's very rude to try to beat up on a sweet, nice old lady like yourself who's just trying to do the right thing for public access. Thank you, and goodbye.
Message.
Court of Appeals, I had left a message on your machine on March 26th regarding your reply brief. Please call me back at 857-8522. Thank you.
United States Court of Appeals, Faith Berger.
Message 7:2:48 p.m. Wednesday, April 2.
This is Victoria Salas calling for Glendora. I'm calling from Cable Vision Systems Corp. talk to you for a moment, if I could, regarding your appeal in the Sandler case. My number is area code 516-393-1215. Thank you.
Message 8:4:03 p.m. Wednesday, April 2. PCI cable company is ripping people off. Well, what you're doing by putting up all these laws, taxpayer law, because these erroneous claims of,
What's your name?
whatever you're claiming is preposterous and nothing wrong.
What's your address?
Message 13:4:19 p.m. Wednesday, April 2. Enter 0 to confirm. Messages erased. Enter command or star for help. Friday, April 3. Message for Glendora, Fuel. My name is DA Flankel. Our phone number is 285-3460. It's Friday, April 4th at 2:30 p.m. I would appreciate if you would call me concerning the complaint that you have filed against Patrick Bruto in processing. Message 2:5:46 p.m. Friday, April 3.
Glendora is second calling from this service special. It was excellent. I'm very honored that you put in my medical scientist to call in on the show. The phone calls were most interesting. I don't think I've done some of those before. I wanted to know that Dr. Smith appointment till 5:30 those same days, so that if you were sending time to go with that. And I'm very glad that I'll be able to do it because
Message 3:5:49 p.m. Friday, April 3.
Just Glendora, Becky Benson, finish up my message. There's no place I would rather be than with you and Franklin on Monday, so that's where I will be as well as the cranky one, getting behind me. I also want to ask you if either Monday or Tuesday, if you get a chance, if you could possibly bring the two divisions that allow you to stay on cable and still try to pick you off, so that I can make sure they're in my house in case anyone tries to do that to me. Is that starting getting work or
Message 4:50 p.m. Friday, April 3.
That's the end of Becky's message. To try to know that the best way instead of getting more places.
I'm going to play you a death threat. This death threat is a man, and he's whispering, and he says you, a word that begins with B that I won't repeat, and he whispers, I'm going to kill you. Then there's two more sentences that are indistinguishable, and then the fourth sentence is, you will never breathe again. The fifth sentence is indistinguishable, and then he hangs up. So I'm going to play this for you now.
Here is today's joke.
Enter code 5:22 p.m. Friday, April 4. Message 2:78
Did you hear it, folks?
p.m. Friday, April 4.
Joke as usual. Listen, I called you a few weeks back on Anthony Belmonte, and I didn't even know you called. My wife had just told me the other day. I was the one who had the problems when I was trying to land my walk in
11:10:25 p.m. Friday, April 4th. Hello? 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 Who is this? Hello? I'm coming down there for you, bitch. This is Bruiser Kent. Hello? You lying bitch? I hear you right. Message 12:10:26 p.m. Friday, April 4th. Message 14:10:37 p.m. Friday, April 4th. Message 15:11 p.m. Friday, April 4th.
I just want to let you know that Kenny Mealworms was sighted in Home Depot in Huntington. Thank you. I just thought I'd call you to tell you that he was sighted there. Come on, shit, no. Oh, Borski, oh, Borski, oh, Borski, oh, Borski. Kenny Mealworms is a mealworm.
Message. (5:22 p.m. Friday, April 4th. Message 2:18 p.m.
Here is today's joke.
Enter code 5:22 p.m. Friday, April 4th. Message 2:18 p.m. Friday, April 4th.
So now, how are you? You heard that call at 5:22 p.m. Friday, April the 4th. And guess what was going on at 5:22 April the 4th, 1997 Friday, when that call came in? There was a special on television of a chat with Glendora. There's so much news to cover out there that it all can't fit into a half-an-hour program, and so there have to be 2 half-hour programs or 3 half-hour programs. So this was a special being cablecast from 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. The program's regular time, which we're watching right now, is between 10 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Fridays. Guess what was being shown on television at 5:22 p.m.? A picture of the Uniondale courthouse that was taken on March the 6th, 1997, at 1 minute of 10 in the morning, just before Franklin and Glendora were ambushed by the Fraudulent Bureau of Investigation. And I believe right after that, I said this is a Uniondale courthouse where Bruiser Ken is allowed to beat up old people. Anyway, do you remember what was on the whispering on that tape? It said, you...
His savings, he's 78 years of age, and these are his savings from his life of work. And they're also primarily there for medical emergencies because he doesn't have private health insurance. So although it does seem like a substantial sum, I think also when you consider the cost of medical care in this country, it's not so substantial, and he is an elderly
But that's not a reason not for the court to pay for counsel. If everybody came in here and said, well, my savings account is for potential medical expenses, the court would be paying for everybody.
But I think the people who come into the court who have a lot of money are also people who are earning money, and Mr. Buell is not earning any money. He's 78 now and isn't earning anything. So I would ask that you consider maintaining legal aid on the case.
Well, I'll consider it, and I'll let you know at the next status date when we discuss Mrs. Buell's representation. Would you just give me a proffer what the underlying facts are to the...
Yes, Judge. I forget exactly the date of the incident, but it occurred at the federal courthouse in Uniondale. Mrs. Buell was there to attend to some business concerning her other civil litigations, which are completely unrelated to this. And at the time that she approached the metal detector, she was requested to surrender a tape recorder, which she had on her person. There was a scuffle when she refused either to surrender the tape recorder or to take it outside to her car. She sat down in the metal detector, thereby preventing the additional people that were there from entering the courthouse. When the court security officer attempted to remove her from the building, Mr. Buell stepped in and attempted to impede him in carrying out that task.
All right, no, please. Okay. This is exactly when you shouldn't say anything. This is exactly why you should have a lawyer. All right.
But I want to say that isn't true.
I'm sure, I understand that you don't think that's true.
I know it is not true.
There's no point. The judge just asked the proper what the government's case is. It's just their allegations.
Whose case is this?
Yours.
All right. Should we come back a week from today on the issue of counsel?
Just a second, please. What's that, April 7th? At what time, Your Honor?
3 o'clock?
Judge, I'm probably going to be on trial in state court that day. I could be here earlier in the morning that day or that Friday the 11th because I'm off from the trial on Fridays.
We do, like, not, we could do first thing in the morning.
Okay.
If that's convenient.
10 o'clock is fine.
10 o'clock on the 7th?
Is that okay with you?
Okay.
10, is that April the...
April
7th.
7th at 10 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That will be continued.
Your
Yes,
Honor, I
Judge,
had
no
some other matters to ask you.
All right, what other matter?
I would like a mental examination of Kenneth H. Mildworm. He had a
All right,
brain
no.
stroke.
You know, we're not going to deal with any other matters until we resolve the issue
Okay.
of whether Mr. Grossman's going to be representing you or you're going to represent yourself.
Well, can I have a copy of this record? I'm in form of papyrus.
You can order a copy, but I don't know that I'm going to... Is this being recorded?
Yes.
Why do you
With
want a copy of this record now?
Criminal course with status CR 96338 DGT United States
This
versus
is
Donald
good.
Hunsis. Counsel, please state your appearances and what you represent.
Brad Singer. Good afternoon, Honor. James C. Sherwood of Schlumstone and Dolan for the defendant, Donald Hunsis.
I've read some of the minutes, or a portion of the.
Okay, let me turn on the light. $600 makes a difference, doesn't it? Now that was the proceeding in the United States Courthouse, the Eastern District of New York in Brooklyn, on March the 31st, 1997, at 2 p.m. to 2:25 p.m. Half of it was on the program that was in Nassau. That would be all of Nassau County, Huntington, Islip, and Babylon. And this half of it is on the Hauppauge system, which is pretty much east of there up to Riverhead and up to Brookhaven, not counting, of course, the TCI parts of Brookhaven. Glendora versus Bruiser Ken, Kenneth H. Mildworm, and this is chapter 14. When I came back Monday, I began to write my response to what you just heard on the audio tape, and here it is. They have a new case number on this. Did you notice that they called a different case number? Under penalty of perjury, Glendora makes this verified post-arraignment memorandum and declares she is telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help her God. Glendora thanks the court for its solicitude about her being pro se, about criminal court being so much different from civil court, and about the danger of losing her liberty 6 months to a year. This is also silly because this isn't the issue. The issue is that Kenneth H. Mildworm beat up 2 people with no cause and no justification. That's what the issue is. But you see, turning around and lying and charging us with impeding his work is just a ruse to get the focus off of his law-breaking. Anyhow, let us continue. But Glendora has to believe in her country. She never did the things as lied in the complaint and the misdemeanor information. She has to trust that her country will not let her down. I have to believe that. The facts are the same whether Glendora is pro se or represented by court-appointed counsel. Aren't they? She has to believe that the court will find out the truth and will act on that truth with justice and by law. Glendora has nothing to hide. She does not need counsel to lie and cover up for her. The truth speaks for itself. The court is thanked for fearing for Glendora's loss of liberty. Glendora has already been robbed of 1 day of liberty, March 6, 1997, when ambushed by the Fraudulent Bureau of Investigation. To lose even a day of liberty is irreparable harm, and nothing can make this up to an American. And that this liberty was stolen under the flag of the United States of America, the U.S. Attorney, the U.S. Marshal Service, the Fraudulent Bureau of Investigation, and the Pinkertons, is an outrage. It is an embarrassment to the great USA all over the world, the trumpeter of human rights. Glendora has faith this court will do honor to its country, will ascertain the truth, and thereby Glendora has nothing about which to worry. If Glendora does lose her liberty, then she has been called to expose on TV the breakdown of the system, the abuse of the United States of America by these 4 groups. And when your country calls you, you have to go. said Nathan Hale, I regret that I have but one life to give to my country. Socrates drank the hemlock, Christ never did anything wrong, and St. Paul wrote epistles to the Romans, the Corinthians, et al. From prison. Do you know what an epistle is? Asked the Sunday school teacher. And the little girl says, yes, an epistle is the wife of an apostle. Glendora does not see how many more times she has to say thanks, but no thanks, to Mr. Grossman. This is the 7th time. She appreciates his offer and that of the court, but no thanks. Glendora believes in her constitutional right to be pro se, right or wrong, stolen liberty or not. As Polonius said to Hamlet, this above all, to thine own self be true. Thank you again, but no thank you. And Glendora does not need a week to think it over. She has had a decade to think it over. The court disfavors Glendora's being pro se, yet feels compelled to make Franklin pro se. Franklin has told Glendora, if the able representation of Jane Ann Murray is taken from him, he will not get a lawyer, gobble up his life savings, needed so badly, at 78 years old for catastrophic illness. Franklin will go pro se. It is contradiction beyond comprehension that Franklin's appointment of counsel is res judicata. It looks bad for one court to say yea and another to say nay. This court questioned why Glendora wanted a transcript of the arraignment. It is mandatory that Glendora have a copy of everything that transpires, and it prejudices nobody. With 2 lawyers present, Glendora was done out of her preliminary examination. That does not speak well. This was error, and Glendora asked the court again for just cause shown for restitution of this right. And here are quoted the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure. The right to preliminary examination. And I was done out of it because it wasn't asked for within 20 days. And the lawyer should have taken care of that. If Rule 2 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure